Hi, my name's Amy Jolly. I'm the head of school here at Applewild. At Applewild, we believe that the ages 4 through 14 are the foundation for all education. So it's the most important age. And we know that there are some students who are current Applewild students who would really benefit from staying one more year in Applewild. We also know that there are students outside of Applewild who would really like one more year before heading off to secondary school. We want to make this opportunity available. Prospect Studio is actually Applewild's new 9th grade program. Prospect means the potential of something. And I think that's what we're most excited about for this program. It's the potential, the prospect that each student brings us.
I'm the new director and lead educator at Prospect Studio. So Gallup did a poll of 5th graders and 9th graders to look at student engagement. And they found that 75% of 5th graders are actively engaged in their learning in schools. But by the time they got to 9th grade, only 40% of students were engaged in their learning. And I look at Prospect Studio as a place where we're going to keep students engaged in their learning and make sure that they learn agency and research skills so that when they go off to their next school, they are well prepared and will keep engaged all throughout their high school career.
So part of the inspiration of Prospect Studio really came from some deep reflection on what the future of work will require from our students and our graduates. We knew that we wanted to offer a different kind of 9th grade experience, and we knew we wanted something interdisciplinary, something that resonated with our area and the advantages we have of being located in central Massachusetts. We were also inspired by a couple of books written by Harvard professor Tony Wagner.
So Tony Wagner talks a little bit about jobs in the future, and he says if you can't find a job, you need to create one. And we want to make sure that our students know how to create the jobs of the future and be able to work for themselves and lead others in small projects and work environment.
What we know about the future is that work will be largely project-based. Most rote work will be replaced by artificial intelligence. That there's a priority for being intellectually flexible. And the nature of work is that, I have some knowledge and you have some knowledge, and then we need both of those things for the project we're working on, but then there's this third part that neither of us know. And the big part of the skill and what we want to teach our students is how do you go after that third part and how do we work together to get that done?
Entrepreneurship is really a way for students to think about business and get some ideas for what they would like to do to better humanity, to look at problems and learn ways to solve it. So urban renewal and placemaking was selected for Prospect Studio. And for us, that's really important because urban renewal goes through so many different layers of inquiry that we can look at. And the day will always be split up into morning seminars, lunch, and afternoon seminars, along with time for them to work. Students will be given contracts as opposed to homework, which they'll be completing at the end of the week, and they'll be given time to complete those contracts in school as well.
We want to give those students in the program a very unique and distinctive experience. But that being said, being located on this campus, they have access to our sports program, so it is optional, but they can participate in that. We do also welcome students who are interested in boarding, both 5 and 7 day.
But the purpose of Prospect Studio isn't to stay in a classroom at Applewild, it's to go out into the community. And we have a 15-passenger van that I plan to be in as much as possible because really we need to connect to the community and find out what the community needs are.
The application process for Prospect Studio is different from the regular application process. In fact, this is a standalone program, so even if you attended Applewild through the 8th grade, you still apply for Prospect Studio. So what we require is some sort of standardized test. We also require an interview that has a little bit of a twist, and I'm not going to give that away right now what that is, because really what we're looking for is a curious student who is interested in a different experience, actually an intellectually curious student. Someone who is willing to do something that maybe other students aren't.
So 9th graders in Prospect Studio will have the opportunity to use their innovation, their creative problem-solving skills, their adaptability, their collaboration to make and to organize projects and to make sure that they are problem-solving real-world issues. So it's an opportunity for them to take what they already know and build upon those competencies and see actual outcomes from what they're doing.
One of the big questions that families have is, how will Prospect Studio affect my child's chances at their next school if they're interested in going on to that selective secondary school? Students graduating from Prospect Studio, though, will reflect on, I ran a project. I developed an idea in collaboration with my peers. I was able to go into the community and pursue an interest that I had. These are really different experiences, and I think allow a student to dig deep and reflect on who they are as a person, which admission offices always love to see.
So Prospect Studio students are going to be ready for 9th and 10th grade, and those secondary schools are going to be so excited to have them. They'll be walking in with the skills that they need from the get-go. They're going to be able to manage their time, break down larger projects, use their creativity and innovation to better the schools that they're going to. And I know, having spoken with a few admissions directors, that the type of program here at Applewild is incredibly important for the future direction of schools and the future direction of society. I don't know any school that has a program like this, and to me that is the most exciting and thrilling thing to be part of, is really making something new.
In our heart of hearts, we know that there's a developmental need for this kind of program.
We know how important a program like this that combines entrepreneurship and project-based learning is for students of this age, and to be part of this is just wonderful.
So if you're interested in Prospect Studio, maybe considering it for this year or next year, please give us a call. Call our admissions department, come out and take a tour, see the campus, meet our faculty, meet some of our students, see if it's the right thing for you.
If you're looking for a transformative year of leadership, innovation, and entrepreneurship, I hope you'll apply, and I can't wait to meet you.